Who are you?
I'm X. I go by 13. That's my artist name.
I'm Kiari.
What do you do?
I'm an artist. I make music.
I'm an artist, a musician, drummer, rapper, bass player. I mix, produce, a little bit of everything.
I realized that music is something that is essential for me when I would be trying to go to sleep and I'm exhausted and music is the only thing that I can focus on, or times where I needed some kind of help, like emotionally, and my own music from my mind, from my soul, was what helped me get through those times.
I always knew I wanted to do like some type of music. I always was a fan of rap. I always like got in trouble for listening to rap, coming from a gospel background. But I say when I really like made the turning point of like really wanting to be an artist was when I heard Love for Rent by Smino for the first time. Everything from the production to sound design to Smino's like flows, the lyrics, made me like realize that that's exactly what I wanted to do, you know? And I think like a month straight, that's the only thing I listened to, like literally nothing else. And also in January is when I started writing raps again for the first time. I like tried in 2 weeks. I tried for 2 weeks in like August of 2021. And I just like, I thought it wasn't for me, but I tried again after listening to Love for Rent. So that was the turning point for me.
Do you both write together or separately and then show each other ideas afterward?
We definitely write separately, and I personally, when I feel like I have a body of work that's worth presenting, I will show X.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd rather finish a form and then show my sibling. I think it works better that way because we're two totally different people and we work differently too. You may not even think that I'm working. I might look like I fell asleep in my chair. I might have to go take a walk, or like I may be playing the game, but I'm always working the song out of my head. You got to know what works best, and I think it works better when we like bring more complete ideas to each other versus trying to write together.
What are the bands that you both play for?
We play for Printing House and Lucia Jane.
So I joined Printing House around this time last year. I was the last member to join Printing House, and I joined because initially they just wanted a keyboardist for one song. So through X, I was recommended. But yeah, eventually my role changed and I became a full member of the band. We're also both in Lucia Jane, which again, I was the last member to join. But this has been, a few months since around the summer, and both experiences have been pretty fun.
I'm grateful to be in a band with family, sibling. I'm just like super grateful to say I'm in two bands with my sibling, Like it's every child's dream if they have like siblings to do something with them, whether it be a business or like music or anything, wrestling, It's crazy that we travel all around Chicago together, playing music, making music, and get to see the behind the scenes of it together, because we grew up in the gospel scene, and this is totally different, so we get to experience it together.
How would you describe your band's sounds?
Printing House is fill up as much space sonically as we can. It's 6 of us. We just naturally are loud, and I wouldn't say aggressive, but we bring the energy. We always bring the energy no matter what. Lucia Jane is kind of the opposite. It's 4 of us, laid back, funky. We call it forest funk, 2 completely different styles.
I would say Printing House is a nice mix of sounds. You have a Midwestern emo aspect to it, a soul kind of funk, R&B sound that goes along with it, and then there's the gospel that sits underneath it. Lucia Jane, like X said, is forest funk. Within the sound, I guess the sound takes on different shapes within different songs, but it is relatively centered around earthly, conscious themes that are manifested through the lyrics and the music.
What does the future look like to you two as musicians?
I want my personality, my aura, who I am, when I'm alone, to show out as much as possible in drumming and bass playing, when I rap, when I produce beats. So my future consists of me finding every single way I can possibly do that, and every single way I can create my own sounds and stick out regardless of what I'm doing.
In the future, I definitely will develop more as an artist. Right now, I kind of play a background role in both of the bands that I'm in as a keyboardist, but as an artist myself, I love what is able to be done with a body of voices. The idea of having a choir, a body of singers that are passionate about creating different textures and developing new sounds with their unique gifts is just so exciting to me. So my music will be centered around a lot of singing, a lot of just getting out the things of my life, the things that play out in my daily life through music.
What's your favorite part about doing this?
My favorite part is the moment when all of the hard work and the effort it becomes worth it. We've had some shows recently where, all of the hours of practice and the frustrating moments and the high vibe moments, they all just kind of made sense.
Understanding what the journey means for what I love, art, my art, our art forms as two different bands. I think the journey is what I love the most about it. Rehearsals, knowing that we're gonna play the same songs, but you just like, it's this feeling like I just want to get it better every single time. I want to find out like where I can put those fill-ins that's not cliche, that's not like boring, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, because that's how much I care about the craft that we're creating together. So I would say my favorite part about this whole thing is the journey.
What's a life lesson that you learned or relearned this year?
I would say patience. I could talk about like the music standpoint, but in a sense, just like understanding that everything is all connected, even the journey to rehearsals, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the bus is late, sometimes the trains are late. You got to be patient in those situations. When you like not having a good day in rehearsals, you have to be patient in those situations. You got to know who you are as a musician, an artist. You got to know that it's just one moment. You got to have the patience and the drive to get through those moments. Patience when my hands are hurting, like in the second song of a set on a show, and I got to get through like another 20-30 minutes. I have to like be patient with myself and not try to overextend or like make up in certain areas, just like grounding myself in patience in all areas.
I would say the biggest lesson I've learned this year is how to broaden myself as an artist. I feel like my first identity that I found in music, it was based off of an area of knowledge that I lacked, that I was compensating for. So I kind of made my weakness my strength and built my sound around that. But this last season of life has taught me how to make my strength part of a skill set of strengths and not my only strength. And I've enjoyed learning how to deepen myself as an artist and taking the lessons that life has taught me and using those as muses for what will turn into art.
Do you both still see yourselves doing this in the next 5 to 10 years?
Absolutely. I am deeply in love and rooted in the lifestyle and the process that is music. Music has made life more livable in a sense. Music is a way for me to cope, and in 10 years, maybe even 15 or 20, I hope that I'm still able to do music to an even greater capacity because it's essential for me.
I have a very similar answer, same answer, honestly. Music is my life, you know, because my life is in my music. I don't see myself ever stopping. I don't think it will always be the same way. Will I rap my entire life? I don't know. Will I 5 to 10 years for sure. There's no telling exactly what I'll do, and I want to expand as time goes on, but it's a lifelong journey for sure.
What are you most grateful for?
My life. The contemplation of like not wanting to be here and wanting to be here and going back and forth, it's something I struggle with. So above all, I'm just like grateful to still be alive.
I would say I'm most grateful for the connection that I have to God, and to be able to channel what I channel through music and also in other areas of life. My spirituality is something that I'm absolutely grateful for.